Hello and welcome back to my heavily modded XCOM 2 campaign. Getting into Operation Legendary Rose, it's a very difficult Feral Hive mission. Who knows what's on the Hive, but as for the 23 Advent units we can see, there's a Mutant Harrier Captain, Super Heavy Mech, Elite Naga, Archon Prime, Frost Purifier, Elite, Advent Guardian, Advent Exalted, Purge Bishop. Sorry, Archbishop, so the best that has to offer. I'm guessing it's being followed by a bunch of Purifiers, because I'm not really sure what else in this is in its follower list, but regardless, oh, there we go. Elite Purifiers, Advent Warlock, Frost Berserker Elite. So there's a small Frost Pod, an Exalted Purge Archbishop, an Archon Prime, a Super Heavy Mech, and a load of Hive stuff. I was considering, do I need to bring a Marine for this, or can I just bring this team? This team has 2 copies of Frost Lash. They'll be fine. We don't need the Marine. This team is, all told, just absolutely disgusting, but there is one thing we should do before we send this 8-kernel team of nothing but the strongest units in our entire roster, and that's spend some ability points. In particular, I want to pick up Support Grenadier and Smoke Screen on my Medic, so now we can Blue Action Ghost Grenade or use Smoke Bombs as much as we want. And with that done, I'm ready to get into this. I feel incredibly confident in this team, and if we get through this without anyone getting tired, which is looking pretty unlikely looking at these wills, we would go straight to the Forge. Seeing as that's not going to happen, I'm not quite sure what the plan is, but first things first, let's handle Operation Legendary Rose. As we load in, if you could hit the like and subscribe buttons, I would greatly appreciate that. It's almost certainly wrong to overdrive and use that to spam repair, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't seriously considering that. Anyway, let's blue move forward and repair and see if we see anything. No, which is what we wanted to hear, to be honest. Anyway, we're going to follow that up with the exact same move pretty much on Carbon Mile. Daisy shading cover because I don't really have any alternative location and repairing myself. And technically that's enough. We don't have to repair more, but we would like to. Because right now, there's already wounds on both... Wait, are there wounds on both Pioneers? Hold up. Both Pioneers are at full health. Nah, we're good. We don't have to do anything else. I'm full of shit. Nice. Reaper trapped all the way in the back, going to sprint forward to here.
I can cover it.
No eyes. Run forward on Black Cat to corner cover. Should be safe.
Affirmative.
No eyes. Run even further out on Draugr.
A great distance.
It looks like there's just nothing happening this turn, which I'm happy to see, but not expected. Yeah, I'm very surprised they're able to just walk out like this. The past couple of times I've had this map, I've just been pinned on the spawn immediately. It's been brutal. I think I'm gonna take this position. I'm not sure if it's safe. I feel like 98% confident there's no way this pulls, but 98's a little bit stressed. All right, so there's the pod that's going to pin me in the corner. They're going to run right at me. Oh, they're walking away. How nice of them. All right, let's start this by taking a move forward on Depressed Draugr and seeing what they say. We're never pulling this turn. That's not the goal. How far does the map go? They're over there. I just don't see them. I can grapple through to here, and I'm going to. So, what do we see now? I heard you like chameleons. Well, actually, no, I fucking hate them. Is there a way for me to deal with an entire pod of chameleons? That's 4 of them. Supernova doesn't cut it. It's gonna drop back through and not. I'm just gonna not. That's my plan for that. We're gonna pretend that's not there. I can lead the target on the Naga. That's not unreasonable. Like, I may as well. I should have checked if it had, like, Shadow Step or Lightning Reflexes. I didn't, though, so here we are. It's happened. It's too late to change now. But probably misplayed that. These guys just have to hard sprint out. This is all fine. Like, it's not a super good opening, but we just have to get started is the issue. There's too much going on. Gonna sprint forward, I guess, on the Reaper to here. Oh, wait, I can just get behind the Sparks. I don't need to run further forward than that. And I'm fine to move up a little bit in Overwatch on Black Cat.
Got it covered.
So we'll deal a teeny tiny bit of damage to this pod on the Overwatch ambush. The main thing here is we just have to get started at some point.
They're onto us.
There's no benefit to staying concealed back here. They're gonna walk this way. We're gonna fight them. May as well get the first shot. Oh, you're really just gonna stay in the corner, are you? No, it's just graphically glitched out and that one here Captain deployed backwards. Oh no, that guy's good to stay in the corner. You tried your best, and as a medic, that's all I can really hope for. So that pod wasn't too bad, but definitely wanted to do better than that. Advent Sentinel, Vanguard, Curse Trooper, Warlock. Not really overly concerned about that. Oh, you're still shooting. Yeah, you have a Guardian ability, don't you? I forgot about that. Nothing too important happening over here, to be honest. Although the overwatches matter quite a lot. And one's covering fire for extra fun. Oh, hi there, Hive. Well, I'm glad you pulled, because now I have to deal with all these overwatches. Hopefully one runs into the super heavy mech in the back. That would make my life a lot easier. Wow. That's a pretty bad overwatch. Hey, perfect. Finally getting some damage through onto them. Just very gross. Oh, you know what just happened? Because they technically pulled during the Advent turn, I don't think they did. I think they ran in after the Advent turn. I hope that's what happened. Otherwise, all those chameleons get a turn, which would be really bad. And since it says Feral Hive activity and alien activity, I'm not really sure which turn they pulled in. Good. I was briefly fucking terrified. Face Off has an Infector, a Naga, Honor Guard. Doesn't really seem that good. I forgot to put the extended mag on this gun. Cry and shame that. Ooh, you know what I didn't bring? Battle scanners. That's a problem. Anyway, let's get started over here. There's 4 chameleons on the loose, so we're going to immediately activate all of our durability items on Depressed Stronger. Seems very likely that we take some good damage here. This guy needs to go down. Can we grapple you out of cover? No, we don't have the ability to use Justice at all. I think I'm happy to do this on Dread Mechanism. Deal with the Sentinel and the Warlock right away. There's no way I'm going to get great punches out of both Pioneers this turn. I need eyes outside of this room. I think this is the most sensible way to get the turn started, and it has a decent chance of randomly hitting an invisible chameleon. Also, the Advent Sentinel just didn't take damage, so go fuck yourself, I guess. That's great. There's a random lone infector on the Advent team. Not sure what that's about. Anyway, this did not improve the situation. Hopefully, there'll be some Hive to distract them, but I'm not seeing them. Really wasn't expecting to see literally no Hive units out here. We're gonna have to pull back away from this, I think. We have to use sprint here and cut to the other side to break line of sight and force the chameleons to fight with Advent. The Harrier Captain here is a bit of a problem. That mech in the back really shouldn't be the... I'm sorry, how the fuck do you figure that he's not in line of sight? Because, like, I know you can hit him. Is he standing somewhere else? Yes, he's right here. He is directly behind the box. Okay. Now that I know what's actually happening, we can use Bombard Protocol to hit the mech, hit the box, hit the Harrier Captain. It's wonderful. Solves the problem. Probably should have just run forward and use Shredstorm Cannon, though, because I need to break line of sight, like I was saying a second ago. So this isn't actually all that helpful. It was like, I have to cut right. I can't stay here. I will die. I just have to make that move. Anyways, getting back to this, because your job is to kill everyone else. That 22 was not going to go down easily. I have to shoot something else at some points. Yeah, one bullet into this, one bullet into something else, then Whiplash, I think. I believe that'll do it. Yeah, this needs to be shredded anyway, so you can start doing work here. Wait, what? Why are you... Oh, I forgot to use explosive action earlier. There we go. I was so confused. Like, why is he out of actions? It's very important that he shouldn't be out of actions. Oh, you're not going down in one hit. That's fine. I'll just use my last shot on you. Never mind. And we'll continue shooting the Mutant Honor Guard, I suppose. since it still has tons of armor. I could reposition to here and try to use clever things with Ruthless. I don't think that's good for my overall health. Same thing with the Naga. I think I just want to stay right where I am. I might want to cut left. Cutting left to defend from chrysalids isn't the craziest thing, but I think I'm going to stay where I am. We're going to go for the Archon Prime, like, next turn. Not this turn. Just going to walk out to here on Black Cat and see if I can't get a relevant move with Null Lance. There we go. Perfect. And maybe there's a random chameleon standing in the line. Who knows? It's going to happen someday. It's just a matter of time till I get the call correct.
Targets eliminated.
We need to finish off the Harrier Captain. That's not too bad, though. We want to cut forward here. I'm going to put the Pioneer in this position, I think. This Shred Storm allegedly just kills, but I would like to save it if I can. I'm going to encourage this man not to just run in and shoot. Gonna drop it directly on top of this and see if I can't kill it with collateral damage. But this is very minor, probably doesn't matter. It might make this more passive and safer, though. And I'm gonna take this Shred Storm. I don't like it, it feels wasteful. But it's the only way to be sure the Harrier Captain's going down. And it looks nice. Very pretty ability. Going to walk here, use the basic Kinetic Strike Punch ability to kill the Infector. And then fall back in front of the medic.
Target destroyed. Scanning.
So now that we've done that, it should just be the Reaper that's left, I think. We get Overwatch here, that's fine. We have the Reaper, we have a reposition on Draugr. Oh, Rhino, I forgot about you. My bad. I think I won't Rhino, or Draugr rather, where they currently are. I could come up top to here. They're very, very durable right now. But I don't know that I would want them to be up there alone. We're already flanked and open from over here, so there's no point not being with them, I guess. Yeah, I'll walk over here. If something's happening, it's probably happening on that side. We can Ghost Grenade and make a plan from there. And we're set up pretty well to Ghost Grenade next turn already. Oh, Iron Rhino's still in concealment. Does lead the target not break concealment for some reason? Gonna be honest, I feel like you shot your gun at a man and you shouldn't be concealed. Because I never bought the abilities that keep you in stealth after shooting guns. It's good for me that you're concealed, I just don't really fully understand why you would be. Anyway, get over here so that you can be safe. Regal Dawn's just going to come grab the loot because there's nowhere I want them to be right now, so I'll just try to do something useful. Anyway, let's see what Advent and the Hive get up to, because we should be relatively safe ourselves. Can you blazing pinions straight through the whole map? Yeah! Fuck line of sight, I see you. That seems very fair. I would really like you to not hit him in case that triggers the pinions. I don't think it does. But, you know, just in case. Not a fan of the AI just blatantly cheating and knowing where I am to use pinions. Does the Advent Vanguard have Solace? That's so cool. I just realized what the big purple aura was. Yeah, he's coming back. That's fine. Ah, I see that it's still not the Hive. Would the Chameleons like to come out and play with the Frost Legion troops or no? Double Frost Mamba, double Frost Berserker Elite, Frost Legion Adder Elite, I believe is the leader, and it's the one that came to fight us. I'm not really sure where the Hive is at. It was supposed to be a fairly important part of the mission last I checked. Get out of here, you're fake Hive. You don't count. Where'd it run that they're both punching it?
Missed intended target.
Is it in the middle?
So it's a battle of the places.
Yes. Okay. I'm glad I moved Draugr over. It turned out to be worth. So, Chameleons, please, do something. Go do things. Yeah, I don't know exactly what it did, but it looked like it attacked something. I don't know what happened, but the Archbishop looked very threatening when it was doing it. Oh, hey, the Hive Queen's in the back doing stuff. So, cool. The Chameleons seem like they basically AFK'd and did nothing. I'm going to use Rapid Deployment. And I'm going to use it. The Ghost Grenade is not coded as a utility grenade. Why is the Ghost Grenade not coded as a utility grenade? Hive developers, what are you doing? Well, in that case, it's just wasted. Who's shooting you? What are you... I guess I'm being forced to go around on the right side. Gonna be honest, I might just Icarus jump. It's not a great Icarus jump, I'll be honest with you. Wait, why does Regal Dawn only have 1 charge of Banish? Did I not buy Annihilation? So I bought Annihilation, which explicitly says you get 2 charges of Banish. And then it just only has the 1 for some reason. But also a 5-turn cooldown. I don't know. We'll see if it actually works at some point in the mission. For now, I need to run forward and get better eyes to better understand what's happening around me. Think I've got to chuck a Mimic Beacon. That just seems like a sensible thing to do. We can deal with this stuff using other tools. We're going to take Burning Rush this turn for sure. And we're going to move here, and whatever Overwatches that pulls, it's fine. Cool, so I don't know how we were saying that we were going to pull Overwatch in the medic, who is further back, but apparently that was just a complete lie. I'm going to take Overdrive, and I'm going to take Lightning Strike. Before I do, let's fall back to here on Carbon Mile.
The open spaces, the fresh air.
And let's drop another Shredstorm Cannon through here. Is there an objective anywhere that I can hit? No, that's fine. Just do this so that they're both very easy to hit with 1 flamethrower. Because we have to rotate around them in this awkward game of like cat and mouse. Apparently I got the one in the back. I didn't even know you were there, buddy. But now that I've done that, I should be able to like stand here and flamethrow both of them maybe. I don't know that I can get them both from anywhere, but if I can, it'll be from this tile. Yeah, no, it's always a choice, but that's fine. We're just going to kill them both slowly. Mamba down, and then we shoot the Frost Adder Elite twice as well. Or once. I think I might be out of actions. Still, it's a good start. Since Soldier's body blocked, that's fine. Breastdrauger has 1 action. It's going to be walking away. Not the 1 action you ever want to be taking, but it's fine. So walk away on to Breastdrauger. Iron Rhino needs to do something. God alone knows what that something should be. The right side's basically just a bunch of Frost Berserkers, so being flanked on the right side won't matter. So I can fall back here on Black Cat and then mind control Archon Prime, who I believe is at full health. Yes. So that's a great thing to do during this turn. The main reason I'm not panicking is because I can mind control Archon Prime. Next, Iron Rhino is probably just going to walk here and finish off the Frost Adder, because I don't know what else to do.
On your order.
And them being concealed is not really that helpful to me, to be honest. 7 to 10, guaranteed kill, take it.
Hostile target down.
I would love to be getting stuff like that from above, but as always, marksmen are at the mercy of the map. And there's really no option here but to stand on the other side of Iron Rhino with Sense Soldier, because if I do anything else, then Sense Soldier is in a very, very fragile position. We can drop this here, unload some guns. Again, just making it harder for any flanks to come through. And there's an objective. We might need it. I'm going to shoot the objective. I'm not thrilled about it, but I don't think I can use Shredstorm, so I'll just blow open the wall. That's our last action. Pinions come down, walls come open. Archon Prime is the obvious target for the enemies now. You know, after the Mimic Beacon. The Mimic Beacon might be the most obvious target, I suppose. Are you really... You idiot. Anyway, it found the hive. The chameleon was right there. It just didn't feel like biting anyone.
I'm not equipped to carry corpses.
So, let's see what the rest of Advent gets up to. I don't like the words rocketeer. Okay, good. He was out. That's fine. Unfortunate, but fine. Sentinel's just reloading and shooting. Not a fan. They might not have good vision to Archon Prime here because of the way he's behind that pillar, which is really unfortunate, just like fully out of my hands. Untouchable, baby. Can they dash and punch? I've never actually left one alive long enough to find out before.
The shadows fail us.
Well, that wasn't really important, but I'm still not happy about it. Yes, they can dash and attack. Here comes the second one. Or maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what he's up to. He's next level, and I'm terrified because he knows something I don't, clearly. Oh, that's so cool. I've never actually had one live after being resurrected. Yeah, of course. They can sacrifice themselves to resurrect the Warlock, who will then resurrect them. Isn't that just the neatest thing? Fucking asshole. Just kills the fan card. I was worried about that flank for a while, but I guess I don't need to be worried anymore. The Warlocks are some of my favorite units to see running around the map just doing nonsense. Battle with the puppets, I guess. I swear to God, the chameleons all unstealth and hit my units. When I'm outnumbered 2 to 1. Chameleon, all of my guys are like in one small pocket. Good. Love to see it. Thank you. Now, what about the other 3? Because I know there are at least 3 more. One's up there for some reason. Why on earth is Regal Dawn on fire? He's not... The punch set him on fire? Are you fucking joking? It's fine. It's not like he has all the most important abilities on the team. Hunker down, you fucking clown. Get on indestructible cover and then hunker down.
I will shelter here.
Oh, man. Just don't stand next to a Pioneer when it's using Kinetic Strike because you might randomly become a fire. I don't know how. It just happens. So, Dread Mechanism is awake and in the back line. Not really able to kill the Warlock, unfortunately, because it has 21 health. It originally didn't. It died in one supernova because it had 15 or 16 health. I'm not quite sure why it's beefier now. One second. I want to know why it's tougher. Convergence, plus 6 health. Neat. Do you think if I stasis the Warlock, his puppets will die? Because that's how it works with, like, panicking and having mind control. So, it would make a degree of sense. 100% hit on Insanity. No idea what it'll do. Might make more sense to stasis it, but I could stasis, you know, lots of things. I'm going to stasis the Far Berserker and Insanity the Close Berserker. That seems like the most amount of health. And then if there's just less health on the board, it's easier to deal with the other problems that we have, right? So, is it mind control? Wait, was that a 69%? Holy shit. I'm guessing it has the Berserker thing where it took a small amount of damage. I should have targeted that the other way around. I forgot that Berserkers, like, once they take a tiny amount of damage, get tremendously increased will scores. This one has 100, that one has 100. Those aren't meaningful numbers. Can you please tell me... No, you don't want to F1 anymore. Will of 75 on the Berserker over there. And this Berserker's completely invisible, obviously. This one has a will of 75 plus 75. Yeah, Rage triggered 100% increase to will. My bad. I don't mind just going in for Supernova again, but it seems wrong. This really isn't a very complicated situation. There's not that much active. And I think the reason I'm having such a hard time thinking right now is because there are just 2 chameleons fucking around in stealth, doing nothing. They could be anywhere, right? Like, they could just come out of stealth and kill Depressed Stronger. That could happen. And it's so frustrating to try to optimize with the chameleons and their bad AI just hanging out. Let's just start... Oh, melee attack requires me to be next to it first. Well, let's run out here. If I pull a bunch of Overwatches and get shot to ribbons, I don't mind. I want this character to die. And in fact, this will give me actions because it's Archon Prime. So it gets out in the middle, and now it gets its action. Oh. Apparently that wasn't actually pulled, and that's where it was. Cool to know. And that's what the Crystalline Chameleon was. Cool to know. And that's my prime reaction. Wasn't great. So, there's the Archbishop squad. Note to future self. Check the Shadow Chamber. Because I'm pretty sure that only this one showed up, and I was very confused as to who was supposed to be in his pod. Because this didn't show up. Hey, yeah, this is editing, Nick. First thing in the morning. I'm editing this way too late. The video's supposed to go live less than an hour from now, and that's not happening. Anyway, just to confirm past Nick, yeah, the game's gaslighting you. I install a full Shadow Report in a couple of episodes because the Shadow Chamber is actually just lying to me. It's really funny. I don't know why it's doing that, but full Shadow Report fixes it, so if you experience the same bug, that's the solution. I reduced their defense values, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna come by for a second pass to reduce these health values. Because, just like, you know, gonna give this one a good old-fashioned, the fuck are you talking about, mate? This pod has 125 health and 25 armor, roughly. You sure those are the numbers you want to go with? Let's overdrive on Sun Soldier and put these Shredstorm cannons to use. I was thinking about other things previously, but I no longer care about those other things. So that grabs everything except for the Archbishop on the left. Or sorry, the normal bishop on the left. The exalted bishop on the left. Brain, please. So that handles most of their armor. Maybe I hit a chrysalid. There was a lot of angry hissing when I did that. Now, having done this, I'm just going to run in and supernova. That's going to be very helpful. I hope. And Carbon Mile will be safe because if you're stunned, you're not a target. Yeah, that was a very, very substantial amount of damage. I'm very happy with that. So, those need to be finished off. That needs to be finished off. This gets the Exalted Purge Bishop. 2 of them hits the other one. Someone else will need to handle the stuff on the left, but that's fine. Obviously, the stasis feels pretty bad now. On top of the original mistake, it's extra bad. But hey, we didn't know we were pulling a pod there. I can see and Kinetic Strike the Hive Queen. We're going to pretend she's not there. Go about our business elsewhere. Finally got round to the target I wanted, the Exalted Purge Bishop, which has so much health that it's not going to die. All right, let's try again. We're going to Lightning Strike on the Mamba, because that one will actually work. Was not expecting just how insane. Do you have a point blank attack just when things get near you? Not a fan of that shit. You know what I should really do? I should give this an F1. What are you about? Fire weapon, which deals 6 -6 damage, interestingly. Bolt of heat jumping between targets, dealing 5 damage to each, something on fire. Mass jail. Guessing that's AoE stasis. The Purge Gun shreds for 4, hits for 8, super reasonable. Oh, and it's an area of effect, I think. And it has a bunch of passives saying that these things hit more and more targets, up to 6. Reduced effectiveness of plasma projectiles, immunity to fire, frost, and acid. Anything that approaches them takes 5 damage and gets 2 armor shredded. I'm glad I met you before the campaign ended, because I think this might just require so much balance tuning that you don't make it into the next campaign, that like at some point, maybe you're just not for me. Anyway, Kinetic Strike him, and there's no way to finish cleanly, so just Kinetic Strike him. We'll figure out what the clean finish is later, down to 7. Immune, baby. Get out of here. Oh, hey, we've got another one. That's very relevant, because that guy seems to be the priority target. It's only a 91, which I'm not, like, the biggest fan of, but it's fine. We're doing it. Maybe I should have overdrives. I don't know. Yeah, you're doing stuff with fire. Guess who's immune to it? Alright, cool. 125 health, 25 armor, dealt with. Thanks, Sparks. Equally broken, I say. I never did get around to this. You're out of actions, huh? Gonna be upfront with you. I'm pretty sure I blue moved you, and you were just like, nah, dog, I'm gonna end my turn. Guess primary actions are exhausting, if you say so. I'm just going to shield bash an objective. That makes the timer feel a bit comfier. Lets me keep moving back in the direction I need to. What next? We really do need to deal with this shit. Draugur's got a full turn again. Got a frost bomb. Not sure I care. Oh wait, justice. And grapple. Alright, there we go. You're gonna need to take a bit of a risk here, Draugur, but it's fine. Then we blue move out to here. And we start turning people off, which is just wonderful. I can do this one, and then I can drop the frost grenade on the warlock. Not typically how I play this unit, but it seems necessary given the current circumstances. And it does kill its summons by disabling it with the crowd control. Love it. I was hoping for that, but I wasn't sure it would actually happen. We have a second Frost Slash as well. I don't think we've used the Reaper yet, have we? No, we had to hunker down because they randomly lit on fire. We've technically used them. Yeah, just stop that. Just deal with him. You don't need to move. We have an extra move here. We're definitely just using it to walk towards this Archbishop in the hopes that it will shoot at us instead of doing anything else. That's probably not moving unless I am moving on Rhino. Rhino can't kill that no matter what. I can sprint though, which gets me up top and on fire. What if I come up on this side? Well, that's not cover. I can run out to here and then grapple up. I can just grapple up through the wall instead. Seems better.
I'll take the high road.
So I'll grapple up and use the sprint to reposition onto the other side of this box. And now I'm in a position where I can actually, you know, contribute and have high ground and live up to the promise of this character. Also, we can turn this unit off for a round. I don't care what you're doing not doing it on the A team. And I guess I may as well now... I need to brace, unfortunately. Yeah, I need to brace. And then on the snapshot, is there anyone I'm killing in one? Yes! Surprised me there. I was not expecting it. And we'll keep checking for targets as well. May as well put a bullet into this so I can finish it off next turn. Feel like this turn actually got sorted out really, really effectively. Like, way more so than I was ever hoping. I am just going to put you in front of the medic, though. Make absolutely sure that Black Cat doesn't get flanked. The Berserkers aren't great. I would love for that to be dealt with, but by and large, I've dealt with almost every threat we were looking at. Good job, Frost Purifier. You're a fucking legend. Yeah, sorry about that, Sense Soldier. You were supposed to not get shot by him because he was supposed to be dead, but the Archon Prime was on strike, so you might be going back into the med bay for a while. Honestly, I'm not even sure if that's below his starting health. Jesus fucking Christ. Well, Regal Dawn's out for a while, I guess. Gonna say the mod that reworked the Berserkers to have will resistance after being hit definitely made them more threatening. Definitely mattered. So Regal Dawn needs to be evac'd or healed immediately. Because I have a medic on this mission, which is highly unusual, they should be fine. I should be able to keep them on the team. Watching it do its little hop over the barrels is very funny. It feels like it should just be able to run straight over them without even being interrupted. Like, Wrecking Ball would be appropriate there.
Incoming fire.
Untouchable doing disgusting amounts of work. This is definitely a lot rougher than I was expecting this mission to be, but the 4 Chameleon pod combined with, like, the one mission I evac'd from, it was on a pull like this, right? Where it was like, how do you even move forward into the fight? Okay, you probably need to use Banish immediately, I think. Face off surprisingly not that bad. But it's not killing anything, so it's not worth doing. Over here, we just have our normal actions, including a teamwork and a combat presence, and a Shred Storm Cannon. I'm a fan of Teamwork Shred Storm Cannon and Combat Presence Shred Storm Cannon. I can Icarus jump here, Soulfire the Frost Berserker Elite, and Medkit Regal Dawn. I also have a Studied Burst Fire, and I could Icarus jump to the Warlock instead and shoot them with Burst Fire. But any plan that doesn't involve healing Regal Dawn means Regal Dawn has to leave, which I don't like. So we're going to be Icarus jumping to Regal Dawn. That's just locked in, unfortunately. We don't have a say in the matter. Because this guy kind of needs to stay on the team. I just keep fucking forgetting. Because free actions don't trigger it, but movement does. So free action movement, in my mind, shouldn't. Anyways, get that done. I think that's for 8, not for 6. Yeah. That feels safe to me. We're probably going to use Adrenaline Rush here to get more actions done. I could Ghost Grenade us. I could also just Soul Fire. 9 to 11 getting through the shield. 14 to 17 apparently. Because this thing is weak to it. Yeah, let's do that. On a high roll? No, okay. I was wondering if on a high roll it killed it and got through the shield entirely, or if it just always had to go through the shield. Okay, good, good, good. That's how I thought it would work, and that's how it should work. Put Banish into him. Because it just needs to be dead. We'll throw one random bullet into something else. Probably the Infector next to us. No. Purge Priest? Oh, the Queen. Yeah, that's definitely the target I wanted you to shoot. Definitely the target that needed to be attacked. The only thing I was never killing this turn. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Sniper Rifle guarantees a kill on the Purge Priest before it gets another action, so we go for that. We probably just teamwork Black Cat with my last action, to be honest. Being a Scion and all, she's legitimately more valuable since my gun's empty. Got Burst Fire. But no eyes on anything somehow. Might just Ghost Grenade these two. Might just Supernova right here. I can Blue Move out to here. Punch this, punch that. That pulls an Overwatch from who? 7 to 8 on the Sentinel. You'll be fine. I think that's where we have to start. I should have done that on the Archon because the Archon needs to take damage to eventually fucking die. It's super important. It has covering fire, so if I make the move now, it still works. So we're going to move to here to try to kill the Guardian again. I don't know why it didn't shoot. It must be out of bullets or something. 75% on the melee attack or 80% on range, but it doesn't guarantee a kill. Well, that narrows it down, doesn't it? Wait, I thought it dealt guaranteed kill damage. I'm so bad at the game, it hurts. Anyway, I guess they're out of bullets even though they're still on Overwatch, which sucks for them. Oh, this doesn't kill. Math is so hard. I'm so bad at video games. It's not fair. Why can't I just be good at video games? The only way for this character to be safe is to Supernova. So I need to run them out here to Supernova on this side. And that will let me do a second Supernova to clear up these enemies. No, this will still be alive, unfortunately, but it'll clear up the Queen at least. Oh, wait. Nope, Hyperreactive is not enough. It'll still die. Yeah, stop screaming already. I've got stuff to do. Namely this stuff. Cool, Queen down. I guess the attack we used for Banish actually mattered. Sorry for criticizing you there, Regal Dawn. You can run out back here and be a distraction for everyone. You're in a bit of a rough spot. This is probably just the Ghost Grenade because there's no way to be safe from flanks on these units. So we Ghost Grenade. Which just leaves the Pressure Auger in the middle of the nightmare. They can finish off the Honor Guard, so that's nice. That needs to happen. It's not really negotiable. And then I can Ripjack down to hit the Guardian and fall back behind the full cover. Perfect. Get them to safety. Making this attack completely useless. There have been like a ton of misplays. I feel like if I had played this mission perfectly, it would have been a walkover. But between a bad pull and terrible play, I've managed to successfully make it interesting. Where is that going? Not on the right target. That's great for me. I mean, I don't like him being invisible, but I wasn't expecting him to stay visible anyway. He's going for Rhino. God damn it.
Think I need some help?
My long-range unit's just getting pummeled this mission. We are not going to forge after this. Archon Prime needs to take more damage than it's been taking. It's not going down nearly fast enough. Really? You're going for Draugr? That's pretty fucking rude. Oh, you have mind control now. That seems exceptionally bad. At least for the life expectancy of the Warlock, because I'm just guaranteed to go hard against them now. I have no alternative whatsoever. Hey, Rhino, you're not gonna, like, fucking randomly die on me, are you? Guess they're not going on another mission for a very long time. That's very good for me. That would have resulted in Dread Mechanism basically not being able to tank. And this is incredible for me, because that guy needed to be dead. Oh.
I was created to serve the elders.
It's alright, Draugr. It happens to the best of us. Give me a second, I'll fix you. First things first. Hey, buddy, how long we have left? 2 turns. Wonderful. So Rhino probably needs to evac. So I've got Overdrive, which means that's just a solution. We can easily kill the Warlock. Kinetic Strike, done. Deliver the punch. I need to dodge a 4%, unfortunately. Oh, I should have 2 actions left, I think, right? Yes. I'm gonna punch the Chameleon first to make sure I get my Relentless action, because I've been messing this up a lot lately. And it's very important that I don't mess it up this time. And then I'm gonna use my Relentless action to punch where the Chameleon used to be, assuming that it hasn't actually moved. Now, sometimes they do, not always, but sometimes. I'm hoping it's still right where it used to be, because that's where the Chameleon might be. Doesn't seem like it was where the Chameleon stayed, unfortunately. Risen Trooper's still up. Probably just going to run back this way, I think. Make sure I can get involved in anything happening on the right side. Archon Prime. Is there anything? No. There's nothing that I don't already know about. Just going to run out into the middle where I'm a good target and shoot at the Sentinel. Why is the melee attack so fucking terrible? Like, why would you ever use that? Also, apparently the Advent Sentinel just has a ton of defensive built-in, so that's why the accuracy is so bad. It's actually more like 70. Archon Prime has not been living up to my hopes for it. If I shoot Archon Prime, does it get an action? 1 second. Does it get a prime reaction for me hitting it with friendly fire? Because that would be a really sick way to get value out of mind-controlling primes, is to hit them with your own AoEs. Oh my god, it does. That's insidious. That's fucking bullying. You shouldn't be allowed to do that. I mean, you should. I feel so clever right now. That's good game design, but holy shit, that's mean. I think I need to overdrive here. That way I can toss rapid fire downrange at the Chameleon and have a decent shot of hitting it. No, I literally am not allowed to do that. Well, I'll rapid fire this guy and try to deal with one of the problems on the board. Yeah, sure, why not? You're not gonna get hit, so don't worry about it. If you were worried about getting hit, you should have just landed the shot. That way you can repair yourself. All right, join the party downstairs so that you can get healed.
On the move.
Everything's fine. If you're panicking, I don't know why you'd be panicking. Things are going great.
You'll be fine.
All right, we're all at 10 HP. That's technically a safe amount. And by technically a safe amount, I'm going to use more med kits to make sure they actually survive. Just go ahead and use the rest. Because I like my soldiers being alive. It makes me feel better. It'd be a shame if we finally got to Waterworld and the A-team was dead. Anyway, we're going to toss this Mimic Beacon, and we're going to use Teamwork and toss another one. Because this is the last turn where things are actually dangerous. There's Advanced Teamwork. I just struggled to find that button for a surprisingly long amount of time. Get more Mimic Beacons out there. Everyone's safe. Things are going great. I'm going to go ahead and take Explosive Action here to put down both Risen Troopers. Because there's no guarantee they'll be going for Draugr. If there was, they would just go for Draugr. I'd kill them. It would be great. Oh. It's fine. I've got other tools. Yeah, let's hit the Archon Prime again. That's great. It also kills the Chrysalid Chameleon, as well as getting the Prime Superiority. Just generally a very solid action. I can't believe it took me this long of mind controlling Primes to figure out what the actual play was. And with double Mimic Beacons, we'll reload the save, I guess. I think I was shooting an objective with my pistol because we're dangerously low on time. Not quite sure what I was doing, but that sounds about right to me, and we're all out of actions. So we'll end our turn here. And with double Mimic Beacon, we should be safe to get to the end of this. What a sloppy mission. I feel like I could have done this so much better. Like, everyone was going to be tired anyway, so technically it doesn't matter. We've done all the missions in the month, so technically it doesn't matter. But God, do I feel like I fucked this up. I would really like the chameleons to reveal themselves. No, you're just going to remind me that you exist? Believe me, I didn't forget. I know you're there. So there's two chameleons. The only way to look for them effectively is... well, let's Burning Rush here and see if we can't use Burning Rush to get the Frost Purifier and the Archon Prime, and we'll spray it to the left and to the right to try to find any errant chameleons. So first shot like this. And second shot like that. Wait, did we get the objective? I didn't know you could flamethrow those. Cool. Surprised to see the Frost Purifier Elite still alive. I guess I should come punch the Frost Berserker. I'm not sure what else I would be doing on Fiber Giant, since he is so incredibly far away from the last known position of any chameleons. Jesus Christ, which way did he even punch? Okay, I'm glad he punched the actual target, because that got real iffy towards the end.
Movement engaged.
Do I just want to slam this down where I think it was? Yeah. Just give it your best college try, see if it does something. God, I'm a genius. I'm so clever it hurts. Finish off the Frost Berserker. Oh man, this has been a rough month of XCOM. These missions, this Force Level 20 nonsense has not been easy. I'm gonna light you on fire intentionally with my last move controlling this unit. Reload, can't see the objective, so I'll just shoot, or sorry, I can't see the fight, so I'll just shoot the objective. Reposition towards where the chameleons were.
I'm compelled to agree.
Run out, chuck a Mimic Beacon. The last one, which is unfortunate because the chameleons will probably just ignore it and screw around, as they are so prone to do. I'm gonna run out towards the Mimic Beacon just to make sure that the chameleons don't have the ability to go for Draugr, because I like Draugr being at full health and available for missions. He's a pretty good unit. Run out here, take a shot, finish off the Purifier. Only an 87, but good enough. almost done with the Archon, but not quite.
We're not picking up any other contacts. Get those
Don't
charges
fucking lie to me,
deployed.
Bradford. Don't play with my heart like that. So we're fine on the objective, but we still have a little bit more to handle. Oh, I was expecting you to not get a turn, but you totally do get a turn. It's fine. He's going for the Mimic Beacon. Or he's using Blazing Pinions. Either way, he's not doing anything too important. All right, so one Chameleon's apparently over there. Don't know why I didn't see that coming.
More lambs to the slaughter.
Yeah, sure. Throw in some more Crystalids. It's not like it matters.
The shadows fail us.
Kind of annoyed to see the Chameleons just screw around and not do anything. And I've figured out the logical thing that I should be... You got an action for burning. I guess that's fair. Anyway, I need you to leave. So I think what I need to do is just evacuate everyone except for the Pioneers. And that only seems like a moderate overreaction to me. It still seems pretty reasonable. But yeah, I like my units being alive. And if I do anything else, I don't know that that will continue to be the case. Because if, like, you know, both Chameleons jump any biological unit, that unit's just dead. And that's not a risk I'm willing to take. So we're going to start evacuating people. Because, you know, most of the mission's done. Doesn't feel like it. It feels like the problem that was here the whole time hasn't left, but it's fine. I promise.
Neutralized.
I think all the Sparks can stay. It's just the biological units absolutely positively have to go. So we're going to evac all of our biological units.
My battle is over.
And we're going to get ready to go to the objective here. Oh, the Chameleon was on top of us, apparently. That's cool. Love that. That just seems like bullshit, right? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? That unit didn't move to trigger you. I thought the way the burrow works is if you end your turn near them, they attack you by unburrow it. Dude, I don't even care. Get the fuck out. Leave.
Observe how it's done. Combat effectiveness goes down.
Move this way so the Chameleon probably can't attack you. Everyone else gather up over here.
Maximum range.
You're broken for some reason. I'm not really sure why. I'm just very dumb. He has Overwatch only. That's what it is. Anyway, repair yourself because I like you being alive, Sin Soldier. Now we play the funniest game. Does the Chameleon reveal itself this turn, or does it continue to screw around? I think it's revealing itself. Hey, this is why I repaired myself. Fuck you, by the way. Alright, cool. I'm glad I repaired myself. Anyway, it will not survive punch. And we have eventually made it through this nightmare. Because any mission with a random 4 Chameleon pod thrown into the mix is automatically a nightmare. Let's plant some C4 and get the hell out of here.
Signal confirmed.
Oh, that was
Export charges are
exhausting.
active. That
Trying to
transmitter
think about
is
what to do when there are just 4 Chameleons in stealth is awful. Carbon Mile getting the MVP, though I expect there will be a lot of tough competition for that. Draugr doing a ton of work, Black Cat doing a ton of work as well. Psionics not included in that. Not surprised Iron Rhino falling behind without high grounds. Very solid performance out of Fiber Giant, and the same for Dread Mechanism. Synth Soldier, roughly the same ballpark as well. Alright, so how bad are these wounds? 15 days on Regal Dawn, 14 on Iron Rhino. That's actually not too bad. Dread Mechanism finally making it to Colonel. I keep forgetting they aren't. I never get value out of Sacrifice, making it a pretty easy Ruthless, I guess. Great big pile of corpses, nothing particularly interesting though. Dark Event countered. And Black Cat is shaken. New negative trait, Fear of Fire on Rhino. A little bit annoying, but probably not a problem. Gonna go ahead and while Big Large is tired, start removing their negative traits. We're late enough in the game that I'm trying to skip missions, not get perfect missions to get rid of negative traits. We're going to also take the chance to have Mercury Hawk and Dead Mother start improving their bond, because right now we're in a situation where there are no pressing concerns. That was the last mission we needed to do. Oh, wait a second. Well, those people were all tired anyway. There's still one more mission we need. Wait. It's not ongoing. We did it. I guess time needs a tick for it to move. But if our roster was doing great, we would do Forge right now. Our roster is not doing great. But we also have 9 days until supply drop. That's not quite enough. So I will do Templar HQ for a little while. I don't think I need to do it the whole time, but I need to heal up a little bit at least. New infiltration mission. Yeah, I'm not even gonna look. I don't care.
We have made a number
Coil cannons are finally done. Assign new research. We get the coil cannon, the improved cannons for our mechs. That's the energy cannon. The solar flare, I think, is the mech one. I'm not sure. Or maybe it's the Leaf Star. I don't know. Or maybe it's that one. Who knows? I have a bunch of new things. We finally have instant Biozerkers, Inspectors, and Archons, and a prototype energy cannon. I knew I could get these instant if I just kept not doing it. All right, we got the Archon done. Unlocking advanced blades. Oh, hell yeah, the 3rd level of Ripjack for the Skirmisher. Don't know if I care about Fusion Axis or Whip Sword. Whatever you say. We have the upgraded gauntlets as well for this, not the Spectre, for the Templar. The basic Ripjack won't matter. The advanced blade definitely doesn't. We have the katana already. Spectre autopsy as well. Don't think any of this stuff will matter at all for me. Refraction field does... Oh, it's a reconcile. Neat. I like the idea of that. I'm just not sure I need it at all. And I get to finally figure out what Illyrium rounds do. Mobility and aim stats decrease on organic units, and it inflicts Illyrium poisoning, but I don't know what that does. So we need to do Scattergun and Coil Lance. We need to do Alien Black Flame Grenade and Rift Keeper. And after that, I think it's just the Shadow Chamber. Oh, we need to do Andromeda Autopsy as well for Superior Explosives. I forgot about that one. But again, we're hoping to get that to be instant someday. I guess we go for Scattergun to finally upgrade our Pioneer's weapons. They've been the same for the longest time. Technically, building the coil cannon is almost strictly and purely wasteful, but I'm building it for the aesthetics. I'm not going to use the plasma variant. We also need one Celestial Gauntlet for our Templar. What is this for? The greatest firepower in combat. I'm pretty sure this is the cannon for the artillery spark. We need one more level of Winter King's Fangs. We don't need the Voltaic Ripjack because we're going to be using Winter King instead. I honestly don't know if the Leaf Star Heavy Cannon or the Rashano Gauss Cannon, like which one? I don't know. So the Lago 508 Heavy Cannon is for the artillery, meaning I think the Gauss Cannon is the one for our sparks. Oh wait, what's a Solar Flare? Wait, this is probably for our sparks as well, right? I'm gonna drop a save real quick. I'm pretty sure I know what these are now. I think I figured out the names. If I'm understanding this correctly, Rashano Gauss Cannons are for the Infiltrators, and then the Solar Flares are for the Pioneers. So coming over here, we take this Helix Rail Cannon, we finally upgrade it to the Rashano Gauss Cannon, which is pretty fucking sleek looking by the look of it, but I can live with that. And then going over to our Pioneers, I'm willing to bet that that Solar Flare is for you. Yes. Again, hideously sleek, although this one's a bit comically massive as well. I think that could do with being a good 10 to 20% smaller, if I'm being honest. It's just fucking hilariously large. Okay, so all of that stuff needed to get built. I'm gonna keep on scanning here for a hot second. I don't think there's any chance of me leaving just yet. 53 intel, really appreciate that. Don't care about that promotion whatsoever. And at some point, I'll take a look at whether or not I can field the Forge mission, but right now it just doesn't feel necessary.
After that last covert action, but if we give them time to rest, they'll be fine.
Hey, we picked up Domination on Sword Saint, finally. Let's go see what's next. We might be leaving. I don't know how much more there really is. Overload a mind control target's brain with psionic energy until it bursts in a violent explosion. Deal psionic damage equal to 15% of the target's will stat to all targets within 4 tiles. So if it has like 100 will, that's just 15 damage. Huh. And Void Rift. Like, I think I'm gonna keep my Templar in this forever. That's neat. I like the idea of Silent Fuse, but we're gonna take Void Rift. And we're considering that other thing, but Void Rift is definitely more important in terms of just generally having good abilities. There's no way Sword Saint's done with his thing in 36 hours. That can't be what it's saying, right? Why would Void Rift only take 36 hours? I wasn't paying attention. That doesn't seem right. Oh my god, they finally built another facility. I was actually briefly confused what this message was about. Look at them go. They're trying to play the game too. You got Soulfire. I think there's been a miscommunication of some description. Let's continue training though. Because we didn't click Soulfire previously. I guess we're taking Soulstorm then. Maybe this time it'll care what I said. It's doing Void Rift now. I'm going to pause you and remove you. I'm going to put you back in the tank afterwards. Continue with Void Rift. Let's see if that will stop happening. That was very weird. I'm not quite sure what that glitch was. Most definitely not intended functionality though. Yeah, let's just take a look at Squad Select and see what we're looking at if we wanted to go fight the Forge. It's sort of comical how large these guns are now, isn't it? The health pool on these 4 sparks is also looking fine now. We're missing a total of 5, really just not a big deal at all. So while we do have Baroque Baron and Halibut available, we don't seem to have a Scion available at all, really. Coming down to the people who are tired, we could send Sonic Serenade when they're ready. When's Big Large getting back though? Because that's their bond partner. No, negative trait recovery 6 days, fair enough. My bad. So in like 6 days, right before the thing takes over, we can send this. We're not quite ready to go on missions just yet, unfortunately. We finally got corrosive rounds, woo! I think Talon rounds might be the absolute last one that we unlocked, which is kind of frustrating, but oh well. Anyway, let's get to it. Unlocked modular cannons, love to see it. Those promotions do not matter. I don't think any of these covert actions are worth doing. We have exhaustive training available. I think Den Mother will get a promotion easily enough by doing missions. I don't think we have anyone that needs exhaustive training. It is worth noting that I probably don't intend on using Melancholy Manticore ever again, and I can get them to Colonel by sending them on this, I think. Yeah, if I don't send them, they're never getting to Colonel. So I think it's worth sending them to get them to Colonel for the network tower specifically. And we'll just throw in a bottom rung random for the rest of it, doesn't matter. And they'll probably get wounded, but they'll be back in time for Waterworld. In 9 hours, Mercury Hulk will be out of bond training and they can get more mobility. Perfect. But for now, we need to keep scanning.
I think you will find our
Having finished that, we're going to immediately toss them in to get a mobility +1 and random superior weapon upgrade. Joke's on me, they're tired for another 11 hours. Avatar project actually ticking up. It's incredible, I never thought I'd see this day. New assault mission, extract supplies. Yeah, fine. We got the people to send on it. Oh, I haven't actually seen a Frost Legion purge yet. It's a shame we're not actually fighting them. Because we're just 47 guys, the lost are here, that's why. But yeah, we're just gonna send a bunch of low-ranking people with covert disguises and speed PCSs, and they'll sort it out. Anyway, I'll just be back with you at the end mission screen, because you've seen this before, ain't nobody got time to do it again. So something I just learned the hard way, and it's very fucking scary, is that ghost grenades go away at the alien turn start, and you can be revealed by their movements. So we are in tremendous danger, and I'm not quite sure why some of my units haven't already been revealed. That's terrifying. Not how I thought it would work, and not a fan of that information. Oh no. We might be losing some lightweight stocks on this one. Unfortunately, all that's left to do is to watch my units be slowly strangled to death, as I literally cannot save Lunatic Supernova or the Traitor unit that I got. So I'll be back with you once they finish dying. Might take a while. I guess I have to memorialize you. I don't want to, but fine. He was not a hero, but I'm not going to shit talk the dead. And for that life, we got 277 supplies, 98 alloys, and 51 Illyrium. The Illyrium is the only reason I wanted to send the mission. I was somewhat concerned that I might run out of stuff to build my Waterworld gear, and stuff was only Illyrium. I'm so loaded on the other two that they would never actually matter. Now we're definitely good to buy everything we need for the rest of the game. How bad's the Forge mission again? Andromeda Dreadnought, Elite Gunner, Mutant Elite, Firestarter, Mech Longbow, Elite Paladin Tech Burster, Exalted Pathfinder, Advanced Sidewinder, Tier 3 Warlocks, Cursed Stunlancer, Elite Priest, Codex. I mean, it doesn't say it, there's a Gatekeeper too, but like, that's nothing. That's just not even a problem.
We're wasting valuable time and resources.
What do you mean the lab's currently idle, and why didn't you tell me you were done with scatter guns? I'm guessing it literally finished while I was flying to the mission, and that's what happened. Anyway, we can now make Energy Sweeper, Superior Emulator, Tempest Hand Cannon, and the Scatter Gun, the Superior Emulator being the human-sized version. I already have modular cannons, Tygan. Tygan, you seem very confused today. Are you okay? Do you need a break? We can just not research for a week if you need some time off. I think we have the time, I'm not sure, but like, I am worried about your well-being. We need to get the Coil Lance unlocked just for alien schematic integration, nothing else, but we do need it for that reason. I think it's more important to unlock the Black Flame Grenade than anything else right now. Probably should have done that on the previous research, to be honest. Right, the reason I originally came back, I got so thrown off that I wanted to go to Squad Select and set up the team for Forge and see if we're ready. Yeah, we have 4 team members ready. We've got Dark Horse, Sword Satan, Mercury Hawk, and Dead Mother. We've got the gear for them. We're completely ready to do this, so let's get the fatigue ticking down now sooner rather than later. Let's fly over to the Codex Brain coordinates and do the Forge. In case you can't tell by my word salad, yes, I did just forget that Forge and Codex Brain coordinates are not the same mission for the vast majority of this campaign. I'll find it out the hard way soon. After all this time, we finally have the Celestial Gauntlets. Now he's even shinier. We actually need to build a second Overdrive Serum so that we can have one for my Templar and one for my Assault. Never thought I'd see this day. Now, if you look at the stats for the Energy Cannon and the Coil Cannon, you will see that they're literally the same weapon. However, if you look at the Energy Cannon, you will see this, and if you look at the Coil Cannon, you will see the reason we installed the fucking mod. It's beautiful. So, yeah. That's why we spent the resources on the Coil Cannon. We're not shallow. This is an intelligent, well-optimized decision. You can't save the world if you aren't doing it in style. Everyone knows this. At some point I said the powered armor rigging mod was probably unnecessary and it just gave me extra grenades on every soldier. I no longer agree with that statement. If you look at my soldiers, every single one of their powered armor rigging slots is an item they desperately need. It's their second in the combo items, it's their ammunition or their vest, it's the ability to bring a mimic beacon. Like, all of them are actually doing really important character-appropriate things with that item slot. It is weird on the mechs, I'll admit that. I wish it didn't apply to them. Now, this is a weird win. We actually don't put superior speed on our assault because we've been speed stacking all game. They're as high as they're getting with that. We can't afford to do any more. They need the aim to actually land their shots, otherwise they're a useless soldier. Unlike this guy who can't actually shoot guns in the first place. I don't care about lightning hands that much. The whole reason this soldier works is because they're also a scion. So you can just be in the back line, you can run around, you don't need to aim your gun well. We have AP rounds on one of our sparks, don't have a second experimental mag yet. So I think we're good, I think that's everything. Next time we have Operation Ruining Prince. Sounds like a new Reaper codename if I've ever seen one. Difficult mission, 201 supplies, great big pile of enemies, but honestly none of them that threatening. Also, the other day I saw in the modding Discord that the game generates Golden Path missions at campaign start, but apparently either that's not true or Golden Path Revamped fixes that, because the mech longbow was from the Long War mod pack that was not installed at mod start. So that's good. I was actually really worried after seeing that the Long War enemies wouldn't be showing up in Waterworld, and they definitely will, according to this. Oh, I should probably equip my weapon attachments here, though. And, wait a second. The modular cannon applies to these, as well as the coil cannon. Hold up. I mean, I think it just translates to having, like, oh, wait a second, they have more weapon range. Do basic bipods give the bipod? Yeah, hell yeah. Just give them basic bipods and let them shoot their gun further. That sounds incredible. I was gonna say they can move a little bit faster with other things, but no, fuck that. We'll have less mobility if we take an advanced bipod, so we'll have to give him the superior bipod. Yeah, you just can't put a bipod on the cannon. It's very frustrating. If the bipod could go on the cannon, I think it would be unambiguously better, but just add it to my list of gripes with weapon and item overhaul, I suppose. Anyway, superior expanded mag, superior lightweight frame maybe, definitely one of my advanced scopes. Oh yeah, the advanced bedded stock, because this actually matters, and the minus 5% aim on other shots doesn't, because I'm so accurate. There we go. Over here, we're taking the superior reflex sight and probably the superior wildcats, as weird as that is. Maybe the lightweight frame, though. I think the lightweight frame is actually more meaningful. I think we don't need the wildcats, especially on this mission with the relatively soft-looking enemy pile. Take another advanced scope. I don't think I can afford the mobility penalty here. I guess I can. I don't think I really care. And I want the weapon range, so I'll take it. And I'll take a lightweight frame to make up for it. And that's going to be it for today. The team for Operation Ruining Prince is awesome. I don't get to play with Den Mother and Mercury Hawk enough. These units just never go on missions because Mercury Hawk's just always stack in mobility. Den Mother's never with them. Like, Den Mother has gotten to go on a lot more missions. I think I can check their stats and confirm this, right? If I go to lifetime stats, is there not a missions? There it is. It's under her head. She's been on 12 missions. Let's check Mercury Hawk. They've been on 8. That's actually more than I thought they'd been on, to be honest. I thought they'd missed out on way more than that. But yeah, it'll be nice to finally have them out together. This is gonna be our first real test of the Wrecking Ball stuff. We should spend our AP real quick. I think I consider a Dark Horse to be functionally done. I'm only spending AP here if everyone else on the A team is finished. Den Mother's gonna be like the last thing I buy with AP, where I'm like actually concerned about it, where I'm gonna buy Cool Under Pressure, Not Ever Vigilant, Not Sentinel, Covering Fire, maybe Killzone, and Armed Intervention. I'm gonna buy those 4 abilities, and that's gonna be a massive investment. But outside of that, I'll pick up Bandolier, and that'll be it. However, we don't have access to any of those abilities yet, so Den Mother is not on the table. Sword Saint's currently done. Let me double check that. I'm very confident it's true. But the Assault is definitely one of the lower priorities, and yes, that is true. Which means we can come over to the Assault, take a look at our options. We have 60 ability points. Shock and Maul for the additional damage on Disorient is really important for the whole Wrecking Ball strat. Ruthless is minorly important. Relentless is far more important, because what you do is you shoot, finish with a melee attack, and that gets you another shot. So I think I'm going to take Relentless and Shock and Maul. Although if you just finish off the guy you disoriented with Sweep and Clear, it does the same thing. So just finish off the top line with ability points. And then we have this stuff to carry us through the early game, this to be an A-team star using Rage Suit with Triple Shoot Run and Gun and Killer Instinct to make Run and Gun more devastating. 25% total damage on crits. Did I give you the cats or did I do something else? Lightweight frame? Don't be a coward. Put the Wildcats on. We're gonna use a Wrecking Ball. I want it to fucking wreck. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, it dealt some damage. I want to be like, oh, that deleted them. That would have killed a Sectopod instantly. And now that we're finally done getting this team out for the Forge, I'm looking forward to it. Our last big story mission before the finale. Finally through all of the artificial roster pressure we can expect. We don't have any mandatory base assaults. Probably we can do the base assault if we want to, if we feel like having a last hurrah. Roster pressure is a thing of the past after this. From here on out, it should be smooth sailing to Waterworld, and it shouldn't be that long of a trip, I think. For now, though, I'm done. I've been Rather Coherent. I've been having a blast with XCOM 2. I hope you've been enjoying watching it as well. Thank you for doing so. Thank you to the modding community who made it possible, and to my one Patreon supporter, Jeffrey B. I'll see you all in the next one.